recording, record on the computer, and here we go. And we are recording, and we are
And we are
definitely.
live. That's amazing. Wow. Yes.
That's
So,
it.
Houston, we have progress. That is amazing.
Exactly. And let's see that we are recording. Yes, we are recording. So we are live and we are recording.
Yes,
Hi.
yes, yes, yes. Hi, Mir. Wow, wow. Thank you, Mir, for taking this opportunity to be on Facebook Live. I'm just amazed of how you're always willing to give, always willing to share. You just always give. That's incredible. Wow, thank you. And today I attended your one of the sessions with Corona and Cash 2 days ago with you, and you touched a very powerful session and on forgiveness, and
Hi.
you connect, and that was very deep for me. And then I realized, and you said one thing about relationships as how. Tell me how, about and money. Can you tell me how money, how much money I can make is depends on the relationships I have? How does that connect? Can you explain that again, please?
Okay, so let's think about what is money. Okay. Money is a system of communication.
Ah,
If you think about it, money is a system of communication. It's actually, if you think about the system of communication, you have a telephone in one side and another telephone in another side, and there's some kind of a connection. This connection used to be a copper line, and today it is partially copper, partially light, and partially wireless. Okay, but something connecting the two sides. Okay, what connecting the two sides between people is money.
oh, okay.
You see, because I give you something, I give you a seminar, and how does it move to you? By the money. The money is the communication line. If you really realize that what connect people, what's the communication line between people is money, you'll understand that when you have bad relationship, or if you had bad relationship, which means you're in a situation where you think that that relationship is not so good, money will not flow. Did you notice that people that have a lot of money are very nice people? They are very much in communication, or at least they used to be. If
Yes.
they actually have money, if they earn the money not by stealing, they either used to be nice or they are nice. Very nice people. They can communicate. They can put out an idea across. Why? Because if I have good relationship with you, I have some kind of a communication with you, and then that communication is changing from words to money. I give you money, you give me service. It's just another method of communication. So if you really get that money is just a communication system in the society, if you really understand that, then you understand that anything that convinces you that communication is not good actually will stop your money. Now we need to look at what is it that prevents you from communicating. And if we figure it out and fix it, I can take any person and make him a millionaire if he's willing to do the work. Yes, because many
Do
people
the work.
tell you that you can be a millionaire in 3 easy steps. It's 3 easy steps for them, but not for you. For you,
That's
it means
so true.
yes, it's
Yes.
very easy step for them. They're telling you you get cheated and you pay. So it's very easy for them because they're cheating. But even them, they don't actually you have the money because you see, for example, you have I've seen speakers that sell nonsense, no results, no results, no results. But they sell a lot of words and they're cheating people and people pay them. Even if they pay them a lot of money, they don't actually have the money. They don't actually have the money. They have it in the bank account maybe, but they don't enjoy. They don't actually using the money for creating more expansion, more help. They're miserable.
Oh,
I know some of them very, very closely, and they're very miserable. Very miserable. They have lots of problems. They're worried all the time. People attacking them. They have lawsuits. They have so many problems in their life because they don't understand that if you are not actually honestly communicating, if you're cheating is not communication. So even if you get money, it will not be long term. And even if you will have a lot of money, you will not enjoy it. So the only way to fix the issue of money is or the basic way to fix the issue of money is to fix your ability to communicate. Because at the end of the day, the only thing that you have is what you can communicate with.
That's true. Communicate with clients, communicate with,
You have
is
a
that,
car, you can communicate with the car. If you cannot see the car, if you cannot feel the car, if you cannot sense the car, you don't have the car. If you have the car and you cannot find it, you forgot where it is, you cannot communicate with that, you don't have the car.
that's true. Wow. Okay. So that's true. Only when I send out emails to my clients, only when I do Zoom calls with them, when I do online webinars, when they attend, when they communicate on the other side, I know I have clients.
Yeah.
Else, then I don't. Else, I feel like, oh, I don't have a business. Like, well, I don't have. So if I'm a coach, then I need students. I need clients to be there so that I have the communication. And
And the question
that's
is
true.
why don't you have communication? Why people don't communicate? That's the real question.
Okay.
And
So why? So when I started communicating with my clients, I'm okay. I'm happy, and they stop communicating. They stop responding to my emails. They stop responding. Is that so? Where am I going? How? What can I improve in my communication so that I can connect with them better and make them communicate back to me?
okay, so there's two things here. Number one, in any situation in life, you either can be cause or effect.
Yes. Okay.
Okay? So if they don't communicate back to you, you are in effect, you're not cause.
That's true.
If you're in effect, it's always something you've done. I know it sounds weird. If someone punch you, it's you.
I know you have told this to me for the last 6 years several times, and every time you say the same sentence, I get it in a different way, and I say, "Yes, you're right." Wow, how? So if I'm me, if my clients don't open my emails, if my clients don't attend my workshops, it's me. I am the cause of it.
Yeah, you are cause if because effect is a proof of the existence of cause.
Ah, you say it so beautifully. Effect is a proof of existence of cause. So I caused it. Okay, that's one point. Okay,
So you
I
need to
can
know that you cause. You need to know that you cause. But
got it.
what happened is that you had bad relationships in the past that you didn't fix because you had bad relationship with this guy, and you say, "Oh, I don't need him. There's 8 billion people, so I don't need him." And you stop communicating with him. And then you had another bad relationship with that guy, and you say, there's so many people in the world, I don't need him. And then you had bad relationship with your ex-wife, and then with your kids, and with your car, and you don't like your computer, and you don't like your body, and you don't like your parents, and you don't like, and you don't like, and you don't like. And every time you say, I don't like, I'm not happy, every time you are not in total awe of the things in front of you, you are in bad communication. And when you're in bad communication, if you don't fix it, you will stop all communication, because past bad communication always result in future bad communications. Past bad relationship always result in future bad relationship. It's like so unbelievable once you get it. So you really have to get the idea that in order to improve your money, in order to improve your health, in order to improve your happiness, you need to improve your relationships. And what does it mean? It means to improve the communication. Relationship is a specialized application of communication.
Ah, tell me more
That's
about
all.
it. What do you mean? Okay, so it's if I have a communication when I go down the road to a for a nearby shop, that's a communication. But when I talk to my wife, it's a communication, but it's a relationship communication. So it's specialized way of communicating with her.
Yeah, it's a specialized way of communication. Relationship is just a specialized way of communication. Okay,
Does it
so
have conditions? Does it have?
there's a lot of things around it, yes. But what we need to know for right now is that. So the question is, why do you stop communication? Why would anyone stop communication? It doesn't make sense, because if the person understand, all you have to do is to say, okay, fine. So now I will start communicating, but it doesn't work like that. You can say, okay, fine, I'll stop communicating. It doesn't work like that. Why? Because all those times that you didn't communicate, you don't consider that it was you that you did not communicate. She left me. He was bad. This guy was a cheater. This guy is a criminal. And you have all of those explanations for why it's not you. But the truth is, if you have anything other than total admiration to the other side, it's you that destroy the relationship.
Wow. Okay.
And so you stop your income.
Okay. So is it relationship to anybody or relationship to past clients or any relationship to anything?
Anything. It's accumulating. It's like you have you've got every time you have a bad relationship, what you do, you become a little bit blinder to the next relationship, because you don't want to see this relationship, and then you don't want to see this relationship, and you don't want to see that relationship, and you slowly become blind and you cannot see anything. So the little bit of relationship that you have, you do it from a viewpoint of a blind man. And you have what I called yesterday a spiritual cataract, which means you develop an inability to see spiritually. All you see is darkness. Everything is bad. Everything is bad. Everything is dark. Everything is bad. So
spiritual cataract. Wow. How do I get operated with that? Do you do operations for that?
so there's an operation for that. It's called the Family Academy.
Wow.
And in the Family Academy, what we do the operation, and it's like an operation, because the only difference is that we don't need to put an anesthesia, because you're already asleep. People are already asleep. They already don't see anything, because you look at their
God. Yes.
so many opportunities around, and they think that there's difficulty to make money, so they're already asleep. It's 100%, no question. People are already asleep. So once you understand that that's the situation, you come to the Family Academy, and we remove the cataract. Now, what is this cataract? The cataract is actually something that I call fake reality. Fake reality is a piece of information that you are 100% sure is true, but when you use it, it doesn't bring the expected result. And that fake reality block you, do not allow you to see. And when you remove them, you start to see, and you see money all over you, and you say, whoa, how come I didn't see it? And
that's true. I can connect with you, because when I've learned few things about how to handle conflicts and arguments with my wife and with my previous clients, or any client. I know that the moment I handle them, I'll be like, how was I doing this before? Like, okay, how was this? Like, why was I doing like this before? Like, how can I? It's just shocking to see. And there was instances where I would shout at my wife. I would get angry before, like, really, I was really I was not happy with myself. And now, in the last 7 months of being locked in, we have maybe had 3 arguments, and it's lasted maybe 3 minutes each. And I'm like, I keep asking myself, Chinmay, what would have happened in this lockdown had I not had spiritual cataract operation from mere years ago? And I'm like, I couldn't even think of it. I I couldn't even dare to think of what I would have done. It's and you're amazing. That's true. What you share makes sense. It removes false reality. And I know that there is I didn't know I had false realities. That's the key thing, because I knew because I've done master's degree. I'm an educated person. But I didn't know. So how would and the fact is, I really don't know how I got over that, and I just don't need to know how I got over that. I just know I'm here. But how, if someone who is blind to having for fake realities, how would they observe? How would they spot it?
Very simple. How do you know that you have fake reality? If you know that your potential is much higher than your results, you're operating on fake realities. Because the thing that block your potential and prevent you from bringing the result in line with your potential is fake realities. It is very similar, it's not exact, but it's very similar to before people learned about science, they had a lot of fake reality. They believed that some kind of stone is God, and they were talking to the stones and they hoped that the stone will help them because the crops did not come. So they say, well, this year we didn't have enough apples because the gods of the apples were upset. So they were praying for the gods of the apples, and sometimes the god reacted, and sometimes not. And when we look at that, we say, "Whoa, that's so stupid! How could they think like that? I mean, a stone, of course, it's dead,
Yeah.
and we know that, yes." They didn't. They had fake reality, and that fake reality prevented them from improving. So someone had to go above that to remove that fake reality and say, no, that's not true. And then, bingo, they improve. Now they say, oh, of course, if there's no apples, it's because we either didn't water, or we didn't do that, or we didn't do that, or there's some viruses that attack them, and we can spray them, we can do all kind of things. We can control this thing totally. It's not the stone. Yes?
That's true. Okay. I
Just
like how you put.
before we continue, let me just say hi, because we have people here on the chat. We've got someone on Facebook, a Facebook user that say hi guys, and then we've got Vijaya that say hello Meir and Chinmay, hi, and Ahmed say hi to both of us, and Ahmed says that it's great subject, and Swapna say hi Meir and hi Chinmay, and
Oh my
Amit say
God.
so amazing info, Meir Ezra, and you. And someone wrote something in Arabic. I cannot read it. Farida said something, and Avi Budara is here. Avi Budara is amazing.
Wow.
Really, the people I really admire. I didn't see him for a long time, but if you have a chance to see him or to be in contact with him, you will see he will change your life. He's
Oh
got
wow.
admiration that just being next to him, things improve. He's really special.
Wow.
Great musician, great. He understands the physical universe very well. He's spiritual. He's amazing, and he have amazing daughter, very successful, very amazing singer, voice from heaven. So anyone that have any chance to meet him or his daughter, amazing. Yes.
Wow.
Ali is
Wow.
here. Hi, Mary
Hey Ali.
Chani. Great
Yeah.
topic. Yes. Okay, so shoot. Next
Sure.
question.
Okay. So that now with same concept of reality now with relationship now with regards to forgiveness. So if I'm upset, if someone has cheated me, or if I have cheated someone, there is, or if no, let's say about how I have been the victim. Like I know in the past I've had two sides. I have also felt that I was done wrong. I was not treated well. I was so I think I've forgiven them, but every time I see them, or I talk about their name, or I come to a similar thing, something comes up, like a shield comes up, and I'm like, okay, I need to be aware. I need to be aware what I'm doing next. Is that blocking money? Is that
Yeah,
even though it doesn't affect me, like
yeah.
when.
It does affect you. It does, because you remember it. For as long as you remember it, it affects you. So
But how can I, if someone's hit me, let's say I know I caused, someone punches me, or I know I caused it, And if that person is always punching, how can I? But isn't it good for me to remember that? Okay, I don't want to go to that person. He always punches. Like, how can?
Yeah. Okay. So two things. Number one, let's answer about the forgiveness, and then we answer about this person that always hitting. So
Okay.
forgiveness, there's a major misunderstanding about forgiveness. You don't forgive the other person. You forgive yourself for carrying that nonsense for so long and destroying you. You forgive yourself for being so unaware that you carry with you this thing that prevents you from seeing forward. Because for as long as you carry with you something from the past, you look into the past, and while you look at the past, you cannot see forward. If you look backward, you don't see what's going on forward. Now,
Yes.
everyone knows if you're driving motorcycle, or if you're doing any sport, or if you're dancing, wherever you go, look, this is where you go. Most people look backward most of the time. No question, they go. No wonder they go backward. If you
Got
look
it.
backward, if you look into the past, you will go into the past, which means you will stay behind. Everyone will continue, and you will stay behind. Now, money, I don't know if you know, money, happiness, health is not in the past, it's in the future. Do you understand?
Okay. What do you
So
mean
for
money is in the future? If I have money in the bank account, I have it, right?
no, you don't have it. The bank have it. If you have money in the bank account every day that's moving, you have less of it. Yes, you need to make more. So you got it into the bank account because you did a future deal. You convinced someone about something in the future that you will deliver him, that you will give him, that he will have some benefit, and he gave you money. Money is in the future.
Oh, wow. Okay. So money I
Get that?
created present time for both me and my client.
Yeah. So money is in the future. Avi, thank you. Thank you very much. He says, Mayor, you are amazing. Thank you. So, so money is in the future. You have to understand it. So for as long as anything get you to stuck to the past, you will not have money. You can say that you have as much money as you release yourself from the past. You can say that the past is the only reason you don't have enough money. Why? Because when you're in the past, you don't communicate. You see, in the past, you don't communicate. When you look at the past, you don't communicate. You bring the effect. You can only communicate outside. You understand? So only communication out bring money. Communication in don't bring money. Because communication in, when you look at something, what happened is you take this thing, it reminds you something from the past, and you say, oh, I know what it is. So at that moment, you have no money. For as long as you receive communication, there is no money coming in. Money coming in only by communication out. Because when you get communication in, when you sit in front of a Netflix, when you watch Facebook, when you do anything that is not I communicate out, you actually don't make money. If you come to my seminars, if you come to my webinar, you see that I don't talk continuously more than 2-3 minutes. There's always, I'm asking questions, and the people on the webinars and the seminar encouraged to talk to me. Why? Because for as long as I talk, you become an effect. And when you are an effect, you will not get results.
Okay. Understood.
Okay.
Wow.
It's important to be on the chat, to write something, to do something, not just to receive. It's very much like if you inhale, you do, at one point you will have to exhale. But when I talk, what happens is that you inhale information. If I don't let you talk back, you will choke.
That's true. Okay. That's communication forward, money is forward. I get it. Okay, now I have another level of understanding of how. So I make money because I and the client create the present time in the thing. That's so that we correct future for each other.
Not you and the client, you.
Okay.
You communicator. You communicator. You put it out.
So
Okay.
a
You
client
put it
doesn't
out.
get benefit?
No, the client get benefit, but not you get the money because you communicate out. The client do
Got it.
whatever
Okay.
you want. You put the client there, you put the communication, you put the line, you do the whole thing. You understand? When I communicate, there's not two-way communication. When I communicate, I talk, you're in effect. When you talk, you are cause and I'm in effect. From your viewpoint, you understand?
Yes.
So when you communicate, it's you. You communicate, and the purpose is to be with communication out, so you're not looking back. Now, later on, as you improve, you can remove your past. So there will be nothing for you to look back. So when people will talk to you, it will not affect you. You understand? You will recreate it rather than being the effect of the past.
So how is like, what is the difference in like, if I look at my, what I did before, like, so even referring to the previous campaigns, email campaigns, previous thing, none of that works. Like, if, so not looking at the past is not the same as reinventing the wheel, right? Just to make sure they're not
So
the same.
not looking at the past. So if I look at statistics in order to see what happened in the past, I'm actually going to create a disaster.
Okay.
If I look at the statistic in order to create future, now it's helping me. I don't care about statistic, what happened in the past. I don't care if I made money yesterday or I lost money. I don't care, other than I use it to create something into the past. I'm using it to put my next target. So I'm not looking into the past, I'm using it to create future. Everything I do, I can look at that as an effect, look at the past, or look at that as what can I do with that to create future. I can, when I look at Facebook, I don't care what someone say. I really, what they say, it's the viewpoint. Whatever they say is right. I know right 100%, and I know that they have good intention. So it's wonderful. I don't need to evaluate it. I know that. I know. Anything that anyone says in Facebook, even if it called me, you a dirty, stupid, idiot Jew. I said, thank you. From his viewpoint, it's probably correct. And well done. He's got lots of words. It's good. He accumulated words and he is now downloading them and it's good. Wonderful. And that's his viewpoint. Wonderful. I really don't have any problem with that. I can totally have that this is his viewpoint. What I use Facebook for is to put out communication, to put out communication, to put out communication. And by putting out communication, you will see that you will get good communication. If I get bad communication, it's only because I did not put enough good communication.
I understand. Got it. Okay. It makes sense. Wow. So this is how I can resolve past injuries, past conflicts, past things. So that's how I handle by putting out communication forward, not backward. That's how I overcome that. Okay.
That's the principle. How to recover that, it's a bit more. That's why you need to be in the Family Academy. And Family Academy, if you want to register, if you're listening to us here, if you are, first of all, if you're on Instagram, it's easy. Go to my bio. My Instagram username is Meir Ezra Official. It's MEIREZRA Official. Meir Ezra Official. Go to my bio, click and register. It's on Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you're listening to us on Facebook or YouTube or Twitter, simply go to meirezra.com, and then you will see that there is a tab there that called events. Go to the events and click on the family, or meirezra.com/family. And you register. It's free. It's totally free. And it is unbelievable powerful. It is really powerful. Oh, thank you, Ali.
It is. Wow. Okay. The next part, like if the person is always punching, how do I I can't forget that person? How do I handle that person?
Okay.
Because I don't want to stop communicating.
Yeah. So if that person punching you, you stopped communicating long time ago. Yes. And what you're trying to ask me, I think, is, but now I want to prevent it. I don't want it to happen
Yes.
again. So let me tell you what's happening when you say, and that's probably will be the last topic. So
Okay.
when something happened to you and you say it mustn't happen again, it's not good. This is really bad. What you do, every time that something like that happens, you register it, yes, and you put it in a special filter. You're creating a filter that says, okay, life, before I'm going to do something, because I don't want that thing to happen, before I would do anything, I will look at that and decide what to do. Yes. So you put that this must not happen. But it's okay, it's only one thing, it's millisecond, it's not a problem. And then you put another thing, and 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 all of a sudden you find that the filter is bigger than the future. Because you always look at the filter, and all what you get in your mind is what I must not do, what I must not do, what I must not do, what I must not do. So you do nothing. And you find yourself tired, and you find yourself worried, and you find yourself that you need to drink or to take drugs. Why? The drinking and the drug release you temporarily from what you mustn't do. And you'll see when people take drugs and drink, all of a sudden they're relieved. They feel this relief that they can do whatever they want. All that actually happened, they release themselves from all that I must not do.
You're true.
But not under their control, and there's very, very bad side effects. So what you need to do is come to the Family Academy. I'll show you how to remove this filter, how to empty that filter. You need to clean the filter, because the filter is much like, you got into Instagram and you have all of these filters that make you look weird. That's what it happened. It makes the life look weird. It makes life look ugly, weird, not what it is. It's just a filter, exactly like on any software that mess up your face. It's just a filter. You remove these filters, you will see that what you will see in front of you is everything is possible with no effort and with endless amount of fun. If you think that sex is fun, when you will actually see what in front of you, what you're creating in front of you the first time, this joy of creation is bigger than all the sex you had combined all your life. And I'm not.
Okay. I'm ready for the Family Academy. I've signed up, so I'm looking. Oh my God, that's amazing. This is the spiritual orgasm. Is that what you're talking about? You remove the cataract to get spiritual orgasm. I like it. I love it.
Okay, so thank you very much.
Perfect.
Thank you for joining me. Thank you for everyone that's been on the chat, and thank you for everyone that's watching us on Instagram. And thank you, of course, for Amit and Swapna for organizing all of that, and Shamai in the background, and my son Gali that helped me with
He's amazing.
Everything and anything, and Hadari. And yes, thank you very much. And Pedro, good to see you. Ali, very good to see you. Arjun, nice to see you. Yes, thank you for joining us. Yes.
Thank you, Amit. Thank you, Swapna. You're amazing. Thank you. Wow, you are Mir. You're amazing. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you made it happen with all the technical. You handled it. That was amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye. I'll see you on the Family Academy. Bye.
Bye-bye. Pedro, I'll see you shortly. Bye-bye.